Good morning, traders. Dennis, Robert, Bob, Tamimi, who loves lunatic, TT Washer, Mr. Rodriguez. Good morning, Jody. Good morning, David, Yolanda. Looks like we had a little bit of success yesterday on the new Momo watch. Seemed to work pretty good. Good morning, Alfredo, Scott, Sandra. Good morning, Dan. Looked like it stayed on the stocks all day yesterday, always pulling up a stock. Was good to see. Hopefully we'll have a better pre-market this morning than we did yesterday. I think we only had one choice. You are welcome. I hung around yesterday for quite a few hours just watching it to see how many stocks, how accurate. It did pretty good. Good morning, Kenneth. Yeah, if you just watch the numbers, you can stay on stocks all day long. Some of them don't move very much because of the market conditions. But my main goal was to find them, and it stayed right on top of them. I don't think it's working so good on Tesla, but then again, I don't think anything works on Tesla, but maybe moving averages. Tesla's a very hard stock to program an indicator for. A lot of people buy 10 shares, 1 share, 5 shares, 50 shares. I'll have to try it again, adjusting numbers, and see if I can get it to work on Tesla. Let's see what happens here. Market is open. So all I'm doing is watching for these numbers to rise. Yeah, I saw mob moving earlier this morning. So over here in our low float scan, looks like I need to refresh my scan. Not seeing much movement this morning at all. Good morning, James. Good morning, Bob. Mob is moving, but I'm seeing a lot of sellers with these top wicks. Maybe the more buyers will come in and drive it up. I don't like buying anything with tall wicks on the side, on the top like that for the last 4 candles. It tells me sellers are present. Just remember candle wicks on the bottom, not on the top. That's a good way to remember it. You can see the buyers coming in. They sold it down to here. The buyers came back in and drove it back up. I watched TSLL a few times. It's so slow and moving, it's kind of too boring for me to trade. I need fast action, not sit here all day. I want to do my job and get out. A couple hours in the morning should be enough for anybody. Got something popping up right here. BTAI. HUBC is right behind it. And it's like the minute I turn my head and look back up, there they are. Cheaper stock on HUBC. It moved yesterday all day long, but only for a few cents each time. BTAI is still flying. Got a lot of tall candle wicks on the top though. So be careful with that one. That's what tall wicks on the top will get you. You decide to get in and then boom, you headed downwards. Good morning, JC, and thank you. It's definitely a great tool. I actually think it's probably number one out of all of them. But I still love that volume spike beside it. That tells me more people are coming in or going out. Good morning, Casey. Let's see if this one's going to flop or pop. It's going to do one or the other. If that's a pullback, it's a very strong one. Maybe the sellers are out of the way. Not liking the moving averages curling over like that. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. Saw that one just pop in there. Know there's going to be profit takers in this area somewhere. We should get a pullback before the next run up if you don't feel like chasing it. I would think that from all these people that bought in down here, they're in profit. They're going to take a little. Well, there's minimal pullback, but it may run up again here. Low spread on this one as well. Didn't have quite as much power after the little pullback. Hundred and 2,000 shares on the last candle. This one's at 35. This may be a better pullback here. Looks like we're losing volume. We're down to 85,000. There was 120. Definitely losing volume, down to 56 on the last candle. Buyer interest is fading away. And then it comes back. Guess that was kind of a fake out pullback there. I almost bought into it, decided not to. Good morning, Alex. That was a tricky one. Good volume. Volume falls off, and then all of a sudden it shoots up. Kind of hard to predict those kind. Good numbers up on Momo Watch. 35, bullish. At this point, you're chasing green candles. Definitely missed the first pullback. I didn't have any faith in it. And the second run was even bigger than the first. Volume is looking good on it. Now we had 179, almost 180,000 shares traded. The price is holding this level. Don't know if I would trust it for another pullback to go higher since it's such a cheaper stock. Yeah, I'm watching the tick chart on it. The tick chart is slightly pulling back. Very nice volume. I should have jumped on it. I guess I'm going to give up on it. I feel like I'm trying to chase it now. I missed my entry on the first pullback. That's where I should have been. But volume died. It misled me. And the volume came back in and proved me wrong. Nice numbers up on Momo, 46. It's already up 105%. Good morning to Mimi. I guess let's see if we're going to get another one out of this. That wasn't good. Somebody dropped a big load of shares. Yeah, I'm done with it. It faked me out enough to where I'm not interested anymore. I mean, how much more can it have? It started at $2. It's up to $3, hit a high of 383. And then it'll go to 6 because I said that. Looks like we're going to start channeling to the right now in that within that zone. So here we are again. We see one take off. I'm still trying to make that decision. Do you just buy when it pops up? It appears to be so, but you have to catch it right when it pops up. I believe when it first popped up for us, it was already up here because I kind of felt like I was late when I looked up and saw it. And we got a nice pullback and a very nice run up. So maybe I need to give it a little bit of trust. And when they pop up, throw small share size at it and quit trying to be greedy. See where it goes. See how my luck is. Good morning, Danish. Good morning, Eddie, Installer Pro. Good job, Eddie. You are welcome. It's kind of like what TD Ameritrade said. It's too good to be true, so it's hard to trust it, but every time it seems to work. Yes, just need to start throwing dollars at it and see where I end up. When you make something too simple, it's kind of like, well, is that real? Even for the creator, I'm thinking that. Thank you for that information, NASCAR. Installer, if you spend money today, which is Tuesday, you won't get it back till Thursday morning. Then you should have it back. You should have had it back today, I would think. This morning it should have been available. If it wasn't, then you'll get it in the morning. All right, I guess that was the excitement for this morning. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Not really. But it can be that fast. I probably would have bought about 3,000 shares right here if I could have trusted it. That's probably about $2,700 I left on the table. You know, Bob, they didn't do anything when they got here. They told me they were coming over to reroute the modem is what I really needed. And they told me, well, because it's already installed in your house, we don't run extra wires. I said, well, why in the hell did you come out? Why didn't they just tell me that on the phone? Ruined my morning. I waited around for them, and they didn't get anything accomplished. Casey, I haven't changed anything. There won't be any changes to this script. There won't be any changes to this one unless you just want to modify the percentages. These are set in stone. There's no reason to mess with them. No, I'm still the same. I'll bring up the formula for you here. I'm still on 3 minutes, and extended hours is checked. The only number that I would change would be this 5,000, but it's perfect where it is. Yeah, there's one for shorting stocks, and there's one for going long. The first one in the list is for going long. So if you see minuses in front of these numbers, you have the wrong script loaded. So on this stock here, I turned my head earlier and looked up. I looked down at the chat, looked up, and it had already appeared in this zone here. It's kind of like now I'm afraid to take my eyes off of the numbers. Like, is there another one fixing to do the same thing? I would hate to put an alarm on here, an alert with a bell, because then it would be going off too much. I don't need the distraction. I just need to watch. I'm seeing IMUX try to make a move here. It's a weak one, but it's moving. It was also moving yesterday. Like these stocks repeat, so always put them in a private watch list as they move each day. Watch them return tomorrow to move a little more. Just like this SMX, it could pull back and run up again later today or at market open. This one is not as strong as SMX. It's a creeper. And I'll watch it creep all the way up to $4. You know how it goes. All right, since it's calmed down, I'll do an introduction here. I am Ricky Gaspard. I'm a guy who trades from his home office. Been trading since 1990. I am also a ThinkScript coder. I code my own indicators and focus more on buyers and sellers and volume spikes. Our most recent addition is this momentum watch here. What it does is it looks back 30 minutes and watches all of the slow purchases come in. So it's keeping track as people gradually coming to a stock. And when the buyers really hit, you'll see these numbers take off and the stock will run to the top. That was a good example right here. We just went through at market open. About 6:15 or 6:10, it looks like. We also have the volume spike indicator. This will pop in right beside as it's increasing in volume and give you a bullish or bearish signal. Once you see that happen, you click on it and you come over here, and I created this pullback strategy. And you want to confirm that the 5 EMA has crossed above the 13 EMA and that these spike arrows are coming in. So we're always monitoring the last candle or the first candle as a stock is rising. So during this candle, when it took off, you would have seen bullish pop in up here. Just like we're monitoring this candle here. If enough buyers come in, it's going to turn into a bullish label up here. Also monitor the current volume bar to see if there's enough volume to get in and out safely. We watch the overall volume, and you'll see down here your sellers and buyers popping in. So it's letting you know if there's more sellers or more buyers in the overall volume of the stock. So it's very easy to confirm. You see numbers rising here, a confirmed volume spike. You quickly determine if it's crossed over. You see green and green, and you make your decision to get in. Once a stock runs up, I throw a resistance level when it reverses, and then I throw a support level in when it turns around and bounces back up. So we play these pullbacks, or we try to if they don't trick us, and get in for the next run up. This was a good run here from about 250 to 350, 383. Very good profit. Had I played it correctly, I didn't. So I have many YouTube videos. If you haven't been to our YouTube channel, I'll post a link down in the chat. Watch my videos, watch the different indicators that I've created throughout the years. Subscribe to YouTube for me, comment, like the videos. By commenting on the video, you tell YouTube what kind of a job I'm doing. You also tell me what kind of a job I'm doing. Below each video is a link over to our Discord where there's, I think, 1,400 now investors over on Discord. Not all of them are trading, but quite a few of them are. They're there to help you if they can, share their information, guide you along your way. We have It's Me Bob. He's an options trader and very good at what he does. Every now and then he holds a live stream when there's enough participants, and he gives you some pointers about options trading. He's a good one to watch. Keep your eyes on his announcements for his streams and joining. We have the stock trading floor where we have Gregster and River Place Dad posting stocks almost all day long. They do their due diligence and they post them so you don't have to. But then again, if you want to pitch in and help, do your due diligence and post your picks there as well. Never trade off of my screen. Sometimes it's delayed up to, 5 minutes sometimes. It just gets out of hand. It's currently only about a couple of seconds this morning. Once you're in Discord, accept the disclaimer so the channels will pop in. Once the channels are pop in, watch the how-to videos if you don't know how to install these scripts. Head over to current setup and you'll get set up with this indicator on the screen that you see here. You'll get this volume label, these indicators here. You'll get the bid-ask spread and the bullish and bearish signals. You'll also get this volume spike indicator, steps 1, 2, and 3 in current setup. We launched this indicator over the weekend. You'll find it over in TOS scripts down at the bottom. These two scripts have been a big blessing to all of us. They really put you on the stocks. We don't have to search for stocks. They pop up when they start moving. This one helps to catch them at the very bottom if you're quick enough to click the mouse. Once the numbers turn white, you can start watching them. They're starting to rise. You just need to wait for the volume to come in and make your decision to buy or sell. And I appreciate you joining us this morning as we sit and wait for the next one to take off. Good morning, Higher Ground. Good morning, Butch. kind of quiet now, like the calm before the storm. Hopefully we'll get another stock play here shortly at the 7 o'clock hour. We have about 5 minutes more to go. Sometimes 7 o'clock is more powerful than market open. We've seen them run up from very minimal price all the way up to the high numbers. Good example, we had one run from $3.75 to $60 with no halts. I think everybody was shocked on that day. The good thing is we were one of the first ones to know that stock was moving. And that was all because of this indicator. So now we have three things working together. We have an early notification they're starting to move. We get advanced notice of volume spikes. We get to watch crossovers and these arrows pop in. Now you just have to build a little trust. Join us each morning and watch them. You'll see what I'm talking about. These indicators are proving themselves. I don't have to tell you they work. You'll determine that all on your own. And that's always a blessing. Good morning, Money Man. Good morning, Coach Kyle. Good morning, Dana. You're getting here late. You missed a good run up on SMX that we had this morning right here for about $1. Happened at about 6:10. Patiently waiting. We're watching this column. We used to watch this one. Now we're watching both of them, but this one first. You don't have this indicator, head over to TOS scripts. It's down at the bottom. You're missing out if you don't have it. So we're fixing to hit that 7 o'clock hour like right now. Let's see what happens. See if we can get a number to start jumping here. Usually takes a couple of minutes, like 7:02 or 3. If someone puts news out at 7, you got to give them time to read it. Cheaper penny stock here. See, this just jumped in there really quick. Very low volume. Always go here. As soon as you leave this column, go to this one right here. If the volume's not moving, it's a risky play. There we go, starting to move. Probably news came out and they're trying to determine if it's good news or bad news. So it popped up and I said, maybe we should just buy. So we would be in profit very little here, but we would be in profit if I would just hold true to my word. Probably not a good one to do that on, but it did. The theory works so far. I don't think I would trust that, just buy it when it pops up if it's a penny stock. Those things are so wild. You never know from one candle to the next where it's going to be. Kind of hard to build trust in a cheaper stock when it jumps up 10 cents and drops 15. Good morning, John. Glad you could make it. Good morning, Super. I'll take a look at NUWE. Right when I see another one pop in here. Another penny stock on the move just popped in. Another one at the top. This one's probably going through a little pullback. It'll probably run up. But there's not enough money in it for me to invest. Volume is really low. There's no buyer interest in this one until they run it up. To Mimi, so far this morning, every time I said that I lost money, I left it on the table. This is the one that popped in about here, and I said maybe we should just buy, and I would be green, but not by much, but it would have worked. Probably would have been out by now and gave up on it. The volume was too low. The price action was too slow. And it's a penny stock. That's strike 3 for me. So clicking further down the list here is MOB trying to move again. It was there earlier this morning. I was watching it move probably around 4:30 in this area, 5 o'clock. Yeah, being here at 6 a.m., actually 5 till, is a good time to get here. If something's going to happen, it's going to happen right after 6. It's probably around 6:05. Sometimes right at 6 a.m., they'll take off. Yesterday wasn't so hot, but a good runner this morning. Little hard to play. Faked me out all the way. But I think I'm going to try my theory once they pop up, buy small share size just to see if I'm correct. INTZ trying to make another push. We do have bullish. We do have spike arrows. We do have a crossover. And bullish. We do have more buyers than sellers. Indicators are pointing upwards. That's always good. Wish it was in a better price range. SMX trying to come back at it again. I think it's going to stay within this zone. So nothing at the 7 o'clock hour. So if you're just getting here, we're watching this new indicator that was launched last weekend. And it's monitoring stocks for any activity in the past 30 minutes. So if there is activity, it's going to start out with a low number. And as the buyers come in, the number rises and the stock works its way up towards the top. Hopefully, as it's going towards the top, this volume spike indicator pops in and shows you the volume strength. These two indicators working together are very powerful. I'm even impressed. And I think if you watch them long enough, you'll be impressed. So all day long, this script is watching the entire market. for anything that's starting to move and let you know as soon as possible. If you weren't here for SMX this morning, this one popped up right here about 6:10 this morning and gave $1 gain. Little tricky to play. I didn't get a chance at it. I made the wrong call. I gave up on it in this area before this last run up. But this is what you'll see out of this indicator. That's a good example. This stock was down here. I noticed it, and it had like a 3% bullish. At that time, it was here just before the little pop up. But we really need it to climb up the ladder and this bullish to really take off. It's a cheaper stock. I don't play penny stocks, but this is what you look for on any stock. Try to click on these white ones and work your way up to column. And hopefully catch the ones that are barely moving before they actually take off. INTZ still struggling to try to break free and run up. Not much buyer interest in that one. BTAI, I remember that one moving yesterday. Had a little run when our market opened in pre-market this morning. Yeah, I remember it was very volatile, wasn't worth me paying attention to. Maybe this morning is its day. Maybe it's time. Eunice, this is our pre-market scan. I just pulled it up on the Market Watch tab, detached it and drug it over to another monitor for y'all to watch. So yes, you can adjust the pre-market scan to your price range. This column here is not adjustable. It stays on 3 minute. It's not a 3 minute chart. Actually, I'm using the 3 minute as a multiplier over a range of 10 candles, which equals 30 minutes. And that allows this script to look back 30 minutes for any activity in a stock. If the activity continues, the numbers get larger and the stock starts moving towards the top. You're just getting here. This was a good play we had this morning, was a dollar run up on SMX. It popped right on up and started taking off. I didn't get a chance to play it. The volume had died right here and I kind of gave up on it before the next run up. Sometimes I make bad judgment calls and sometimes they're good. It's going to happen. It's a stock market. It's unpredictable. But I'm starting to learn, trust my instincts. Trust my indicators. That's what I'm having an issue with. They're working so good, I don't know to trust them yet. It's one of those too good to be true things. So I used the Market Watch tab, and these are all Market Watch tabs, every one of them, except for the chart, of course. The reason I use that is because I only set up the Market Watch with the proper scripts I want to use, and then I just change my scans here to whichever one I want to watch. That way I only have to set up one watch list. Once you get it set up like you want, you can always detach it right here. Create another window, open a different scan, drag it down to another location. Thank you, Robert. Kyle, that's the only way I can get paid for my work. I don't want to ask the subscribers for money. That's not my point. My point is I want everybody to be profitable in the stock market. Like YouTube pay me a little bit of money for my time, and I do mean a little bit because that's all they pay. There's a donation box down there. If you feel like you want to donate, that always helps. But everything is free. I intend to leave it free. I'm more interested in making everybody profitable. It's a tough world out there. Everybody's struggling. Even some of the greatest in traders were having issues. They're on board. We just had to come up with a different strategy, and I think I've done that to fight this tough market. Got to keep shifting gears. It's never the same. The market changes after time, over and over again. You can't stay up with the changes, you're going to struggle. Good morning, Gregster. Mob trying to make another push here. Yeah, once you get this pre-market scan set up, the stocks will appear, and then you just click on each one. Of course, I only click on the ones that are moving. I'm focused on the script, not mainly the stocks within the script. I'm looking for movers. That's indicated by these numbers rising. All the rest of the stocks, I don't care about them. Only the ones that are moving. So the stocks are not on the script. The scripts are monitoring the stocks that are in your scan. If you're new to the ThinkorSwim platform and you just can't figure it out, the best way to get started is go to YouTube and start asking questions. How do I create a scan in ThinkorSwim? How do I create a watch list? How do I import a shared link? How do I import a script? These are all things you really need to know before you join us. I don't really want to teach the basics. My time schedule is already full. So I prefer everyone at least know how to work the platform. You can know the basics, you can get by. But you at least have to know the basics. You need to know the platform you are using. SMX is still moving on my screen. Still in that channel, it's ranging right here. Too bad it's not pegging the bottom and pegging the top, or I might be interested. There's about 30 cents in here. Kind of hanging out in the middle, bouncing around. Good morning, Pablo. If you're new here and you haven't joined us yet, there's the link to the YouTube videos. Please subscribe to the channel, watch the videos, comment on the videos. In the description of every video is a link to our Discord channel. Join our Discord and you can get all of the scripts that you see on your screen, all of the indicators. It's all free. I want you to learn. Even if you're experienced, I have some new stuff for you. I've been trading for over 30 years. I know I can help you out. Good morning, Jimmy. Sometimes new blessings happen, and I put them out here. Come get your blessing is what I like to say. Everything I offer works on live data, nothing historical. other than this indicator watching 30 minutes back for people buying and selling. But it's not relying on X crossing Z or whatever. Monitoring volume, buyers and sellers is what I do. Jimmy, did you miss SMX? You missed it if you weren't here. You missed a dollar run. Don't feel bad. I missed it too. I made a bad judgment call, but this is the run we had right at 610. It kind of tricked me. The volume died shortly after the small run up, and I gave up on it. And the next thing I knew, it took off. Then I felt like I was chasing it, and I don't chase them. Yeah, that's the story of my life. If I leave, everybody makes money. By the time I get back, nothing's happening. If I look down at the chat and I look back up, something's already took off. We'll start clicking the mouse and walk away. I wonder if that'll work. Yeah, that's about right. Well, I could use excitement number 2. Where's the next one? It's gotten quiet after SMX. Probably the pre-market play of the day. REBN making a move. It's under $1. Not my favorite. That's how easy it is. I saw it moving. Click on it. Check it out before it takes off, if it takes off. Good morning, Old Thumb, Marilyn, Walter. Don't know if you just popped in, but good morning. Since it's slow, I am Ricky Gaspard. I'm a guy who trades from his home office. I have been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder, and I write my own scripts and give them out for free. A couple months back, I decided to help everybody out. Kind of kick back a little bit from work, create some scans, create some indicators that are very powerful, and start lifting everybody up. Everyone seemed to have been struggling in the market. This is our latest creation. It's the Momo watch. You insert it in a watch list column, and you watch numbers start rising as buyers start coming in. Allows you to catch the stocks pretty much near the bottom. The indicator before that was this volume spike. Once you see these volume spikes kick in, the buyers are really after it. Once we see this activity, we click on the stock. I've also created a pullback strategy over here. It consists of the 5 EMA and the 13. When we see a spike here, we confirm the crossover and we see these arrows come in. Those are spike arrows letting you know the buyers are coming in. You'll see a bullish or bearish signal up here, which is monitoring the current candle. There's the bearish. We'll also confirm that the stock has enough volume to get in and get out safely since we're scalpers. If the volume is correct, we take a look at the overall volume, and I also coded a buyers and sellers to let you know if there's more buyers or sellers in the overall volume of the stock. So it's quick to confirm. You see numbers rising, you click on them. You confirm the crossover, you see green and green, and that you have volume. And you make a decision if you want to buy or not. This is our pre-market scan. It's somewhat of a custom scan, but you can find it on YouTube, I'm sure. So these scripts are monitoring the pre-market, any stock that moves. Once they start moving, you're first to know. So watch our YouTube videos. Do me a favor and subscribe. Like the videos and comment on the videos. Let YouTube know what kind of a job I'm doing. It also lets me know what kind of a job I'm doing. In the description of every video is a link to our Discord where there's over 1,400 investors. A lot of them are sharing their knowledge. Some of them are learning. Some of them are just trading. Over on the options channel, we have It's Me Bob. He's donated his time, and he holds live streams on teaching options. He'll teach you the basics of options. He also offers a course, I believe. If you want to get into it deeper, you'll have to discuss that with him. Over on the trading floor, we have Gregster and River Place Dad posting stock picks after they do their due diligence. Good idea to join that channel as well. Get to know the guys, check out their stocks, or do your due diligence and post your stock picks in there as well. Never trade off my screen. Sometimes it's delayed. Sometimes it's delayed big time. This morning it's only about 3 seconds. Join our Discord channel. Here's a link to it. If you want to get set up like this, join the Discord, click on the disclaimer, accept the disclaimer so all the rooms pop in, and head on over to current setup. It'll give you all of these indicators here, these labels, these bullish and bearish, this bid and ask. It'll also give you this volume spike indicator. And you can find this new indicator down in TOS scripts. If you need some help, head over to support. Let us know about your issue. If I can't help you, somebody will. Also, watch the how-to videos on how to install if you are unfamiliar with that. Appreciate you joining us this morning as we wait on the next one to take off. Good morning, Stefan. Stefan, there's a new one posted in there. I think I took the old one off, so if you just go reload it, you'll get the same one. I actually think that came from River Place Dad. I think he passed it on to me, and I just posted it in TOS scripts. Was his donation. And I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. I'm pretty sure he's the one that gave it to me. So about 8 o'clock, I'm going to take a 10-minute break. I do that every morning. I have to get out of this chair. Give this old body a stretch. Go refill my coffee cup and tell the wife good morning. When I return, about 8:25. I'll return before then, but about 8:25 we will set up for market open. We'll continue to watch this Momo watch indicator for the top gainers as the market opens. If you haven't liked the live stream, reach down there and give me a like, please. That always helps. I know you can do it. Just got to move the mouse a little. Give me some credit. Come on. Good morning, Todd. Yes, it is. And it's proving itself to be a fantastic indicator. I don't have to tell you how good it is. It'll tell you when you load it. Todd, let me show you how good it is. This morning, the market opened at 6 a.m. It immediately put us on this stock here for a $1 gain. And it notified us down here. Okay, I will repeat it. And thank you for watching my ad if you didn't click it off. I probably made a penny or two. But anyhow, to show you how good this indicator was, when the market opened this morning at 6 a.m., it immediately put us on this stock at about here. And it ran up for about an 80-cent gain. But overall, it ran up over $1. We had a couple of them after that just bumped up 5 or 10 cents, but nothing more exciting than that one so far today. But it's working very well. I think it's impressed a lot of traders yesterday as they watched it find stocks all day long. So all we do is watch these numbers rise. It's letting us know, it's looking back 30 minutes for any activity that's happening in a stock. Maybe that activity is too slow to be picked up by other indicators, but not this one. It's going to track them, and as they get stronger and stronger, they will move up the list. Next thing you know, this volume spike kicks in and they really fly. So we have these two indicators working together along with these buyers and sellers and along with this bullish, along with these arrows, along with these moving averages. They all work off the same type of script. They're all volume-based, buyer and seller-based. It's not a guessing game. We follow the buyers and the sellers. All right, guys, it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to take a 10-minute break here. This is the quiet part of the morning. It'll probably be quiet the next 15, 20 minutes. Go fill your coffee cup up. Take a break. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. I have returned. So in about 15 minutes, we will change over to market open. I'll be changing over to the all stock scan, and it's really not a scan. If you haven't seen it, let me show it to you because it's nothing to it. It's only a price. So I'm only letting the indicators do the work. That's all I have in this scan. Actually, I changed it yesterday as I was testing on the cheaper stocks. Let me put that back to 25 cents. Take this maximum out of here. Hit scan. So we're monitoring stocks from 25 cents to as high as they want to go, and that's it. No filters, no nothing. Then I'm just going to pull it up here in the all stock scan, which is right there, in about 10 minutes, and we'll let the scripts monitor the entire market. This is why you got to be cautious of stocks that are being pumped up just before market open, because they're going to bail. So they don't, if they got in way back here, they're going to bail before market opens. They don't want to lose their profits. So in some cases, they'll pump it up a little bit before they get out, and then they'll bail large amounts before market open. IMUX being pumped up a little bit. INTZ never did much of nothing. Let's take a look at the SPY and see what the SPY is doing this morning. Let me zoom out to a 15-minute chart, get a bigger picture. Looks like it's just channeling sideways this morning. I guess market open will determine which direction it's going to go. Good morning, Jose. Looks like IMUX and INTZ trying to make a move before market open. Keep popping in and out. Good morning, ALV 97. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask while we're in this dead zone till the market opens. Hopefully I'll have an answer for you. If you don't have any questions, I must be doing a really good job. James, I'm running the pre-market scan. You can find it over in TOS scans. The pre-market scan is the only one that's accurate during pre-market, and it also will turn off after market open, and then it'll turn back on again after market close. So in pre-market every morning, I'm running the pre-market risers, is what it's called, pre-market risers. Good morning, trucking. Trucking, just need to join the Discord, go watch the how-to videos, head over to current setup, and you'll have the indicators. I believe it is, yes. I'll double check it for you, but I'll see. You can always change the float. It's called shares in ThinkorSwim. I'll check mine and see what I uploaded so that I'll know what you're getting. Yeah, it's 10 million shares or less. So low float is not going to be your pre-market stocks. You really need this pre-market risers. That's the one that's watching after hours pricing or before hours pricing. My pre-market price range is set at 25 cents minimum to no maximum. So if you haven't participated in this live stream starting at 5:55, I know it's early, but that's where the money's been. It's kind of rough during the day after market open. At 9 o'clock, it seems like everything dies. But for the last several months, it's pre-market has been the moneymaker. We're not having stocks as often as I would prefer, but we're having some good ones when they do hit. Hopefully that'll change soon. So I'm going to go ahead and change over to the all stock scan. If you don't know what that is, it's not even really a scan. It is just a scan where I put a minimum price of 25 cents with no maximum, and that's it. No filters, no volume, no nothing, just the price. Then I let the filters do the work, the scripts that I created. Because you don't need to monitor volume and all of that. It's being done within the scripts. Make sure in your scans you don't display more than 50, or you could get a expression error. These scripts are processing a lot of data, is the reason why that happens. Just because you're displaying 50 doesn't mean you're limiting yourself to 50 stocks. You're still watching the entire market. If they're moving, they'll come way down from the bottom all the way up to here. James, watch my screen. What you need to do is right-click on the name, edit formula, and make sure that this checkbox for extended hours is checked. For some reason, when I upload these scripts recently, that checkbox has not been checked, even though I upload it when it's checked. Just make sure it's checked. Click apply and save it. You won't have to do it again. So when the market opens, I'm going to be focusing on this column only. This column's going to get very volatile. So focus over here and watch for the highest gainers. They're going to be towards the top up here, and watch for bullish spikes. I don't play market open candles. I wait for pullbacks. I don't like getting caught in traps where everybody sells off right on the first green candle. So I'll wait for a nice run up and then a small pullback, and then I may decide to buy. Been caught too many times that way. It's a high risk play. About 2 minutes to go. James, if you go to Discord and leave me a message in support, I'll work on that with you when I get through with this live stream. SPCB making a pre-market run here before market open. About a minute to go. James, are you monitoring it in a watch list, not in the scan? It's not going to work in the scan. You have to monitor the scan in a watch list. All right, good luck, everybody. This column's going to get very volatile. Focus on the Momo watch. You'll spot them. They'll be right up here at the top, the main movers. Watch for these numbers to increase. If they're not increasing, there's no sense in checking them. You'll probably see some bullish spikes right up here, and good luck. SPCB was the first one in the list, and it's definitely going up. That seems to happen every morning. Don't know how far it will go, but we'll see. I'm watching this column for increasing numbers. Like I want to see 1 go to 2, 2 go to 3, 3 go to 10 or whatever. So I'm watching this first number in the column. There's a 3. Cheaper stock. It's a penny stock. Looks like nothing but penny stocks firing. This one's pulling back. Nothing really hitting the top of the list. Maybe that one. That's pulling back. TTOO, it's been moving all week. Very cheap stock, no interest from me. It's been a penny stock week for sure. Joby making a move here. Let's see if it can continue. For me, it's always best to wait till the market calms down and play the ones that are left over. Fighting volatility is not an easy trade. Red is coming in. The SPY is not dropping, but it's not rising either. The stock's only moving 2 pennies between each number, not a lot of money there. The list is getting longer. Let's see if we can get some moves here. These are red, so I'm going to click down here and check these other ones that are moving. There's grab. So this is basically what you need to do is you need to find the ones that you're interested in investing in. Still fighting volatility as the market opens and the trades start executing. Not seeing any real gainers. They would be evident. They would be right here with this bullish signal. Penny stocks, penny stocks, penny stocks. Almost every one of them is penny stocks. Nothing with any significant value. FEMY could make a move here. Let's see if we get a pullback out of it. It's been moving during the week. Nice pullback there. So from 76 to 78, that's 2 pennies. That's not worth investing in. No strong stocks this morning. Nothing with any great value. Most of them are penny stocks and a $1 stock jumping around. I think this is going to be a wait till the market calms down kind of morning, see what strong stocks are left over, and watch this column during the day and catch the runners. Might can pull 15, 20 cents out of one. Right now, they're kind of bouncing around up and down on penny stocks, 14, 30 cents, 20 cents, $1.40, $1.70. No spikes behind those numbers to really give it a push. Top two, we're pulling back. This one's pulling back. This one may just be running sideways, probably. That's what I thought. Red, red, red. Nothing really blasting off out the gate. GOEV making a move. It's down here in the bottom. I see Mara in the list. Mara's been really struggling. Been sold off really hard. Ford. Needs to break the market open high. It's only moving pennies. Even powerful companies are only moving pennies. The market is in awful shape. We have to wait on that one winner. SPY is doing nothing. I have it on another chart. That's how I'm getting my information. NEO only moves pennies at a time, but it's moving down here in the bottom of the list. That's Ford. Lucid. Joby If it's not pushing up, if you don't see this blue line pushing up the ladder, it's not very strong. So once you click on one, if it's strong and the buyers are coming in, it'll move up. PWFL, I'll take a look. Well, it looks about like the rest of them. Yeah, there's not much happening. Maybe this one in the top of the list now, INTZ. Mainly a bunch of cheap penny stocks moving, what I see. We need something that's in the $5, $10 range, or at least I do, $20 range. Something that'll move $1, or give me 50 cents. I'll take 50 cents. Just give me something. SPY not doing much of nothing. Have it on a 15-minute chart. It's just horizontal with two 15-minute candles. Seeing red come in now. INTZ, a lot of volatility this morning. FEMY, not doing much of anything. RVLP, very cheap stock from 16 to 17 cents. Not worth the investment, in my opinion. Plug was about 22 cents from market open. Looks like it was a bouncy ride up. INTZ still pushing along, not going anywhere. RVLP, very cheap. Market seems to be calming down a little. I'm not seeing very many volume spikes. Good job, Dana. Just got to pull the trigger at the right time and it works. Of course, that's the hardest part. It's not about the indicator, it's about pulling the trigger. I think it's pretty amusing. I have these paper traders tell me, man, I made $30,000 today. I made $50,000. Your stuff works in paper trading. And I just have to break their heart and say, yeah, but try that with real money. Or you click that mouse, if you're fixing to spend $5,000 or $10,000, you'll think twice before you click it. Much easier to make money paper trading if you're not throwing your dollars at it. It's good practice. Quite fun to do. But you have a different mindset when it's real money. Yolanda, mine's not showing it either. It all depends on when your scan refreshes and if it's actually moving at your refresh time, or you may not get it. ThinkorSwim's not perfect, but it does a good enough job to get a few stocks in front of us. I'm just seeing activity on cheap stocks. There's a $5 one, but it's not doing anything. It's just sitting there dormant. It inched its way up at market open, but so slow it didn't pop up till recent. It may have came up from the bottom of the list and I didn't see it. Very low volume on it. Another 14-cent stock moving. %1 is better than no percent. CGC was last week's stock. It's making another small move here. Moving pennies. Not seeing any price ranges with value in the list. Bunch of pennies moving. That's what happened yesterday. Mostly penny stocks, cheaper stocks. Like all the big boys aren't playing. The SPY is slightly moving up. Our VLP. Our VLP just bit the dust. Somebody got tired of waiting. CGC just barely chugging along. I need something that's really standing out. Like these numbers are flying, this volume is pumping. I don't like to see this in and out stuff. I'm not going to spend money on in and outs. I want to see this volume spike up in the 8, 10, 20%. This number at the top. Something that's a sure bet. And I'll jump in. Other than that, I'm going to sit on my hands. Good morning, Sheo. SPWR. So look at the volume. You can see it's just dead. It's just sitting there. It looks good, but did it pause here? Did it pause here? Did it pause here? Did it pause here? That's the kind of stocks I avoid. High volume, it would run up with big, tall green candles. Give me a shot at it. Other than that, I'm not interested. PWFL, top of the list, trying to make a move. Currently at 290s. At a high. Top of the list, little bullish, 5%, almost 6. So far, 20-cent gain since it popped up. So they'll do what they do every election year. They'll fix the roads. They'll make you all these promises. We're not going to raise rates. We'll bring the interest rates down. We'll lower gas till they get elected and nothing happens. Don't think promises are going to fly anymore after this administration. And I ain't going to say anything else. I don't want to get whooped by YouTube. Close to that 9 o'clock hour, you can see these volume spikes dying out. We're going to go into a flat market shortly thereafter. And we'll monitor this column and watch for anything that may move up. You've never been here before, I end this live stream at 9:30. And I wished I could say that's when I begin my serious trading, but nothing ever happens after I close the doors. Rarely something will happen during the day, but it does. But I don't like sitting here waiting on it. I'm seeing the spice rising slowly. That may be the reason for these green spikes every now and then. List got quite long, but there's no volume spikes to back them up. DNN. Let's see if it can climb the ladder. It's only moving 2 pennies at a time. Nothing exciting. What was the symbol for Trump's acquisition company? I can't remember it for some reason. Rich, you can join our Discord. All the files are over there. There's a link to the Discord. Once you get there, click on disclaimer and accept the disclaimer. The channels will pop in. Head over to the channel called Current Setup. And it'll get you everything that's on my screen except for this Momo watch. It's going to be listed in TOS scripts at the bottom. I will later today make it step 4 in Current Setup, so that everything can be had in one channel. That's it. DWAC. How's the world treating it? Is it driven down in the ground as well? Yeah, it's picking them, but they're not moving. But I guess that's all we can ask, right? Give us the best case scenario, and that's what it's doing. It's definitely on top of it. Just no volume and no price range. Let's see what DWAC is. I bet you they drove it down. Yeah, it's hardly traded. Thank you, Alfredo. You have a blessed day. So yesterday, I just watched this column most of the day. I think I spent about 6 hours into the market. I could have bought a couple, but kind of sat on my hands. I like testing things for quite some time. Once I really figure out and nail how to play it, I'll definitely put it out there if I run across something that needs to be known. But right now it appears just start clicking and start checking, wait for volume spikes to pop in beside them. See if you can get a play. Hopefully your play starts down here in the lower numbers and you get to ride it all the way to the top. But I don't think it's that kind of a day today. James, you're trading options, right? All right. Well, I hope you make it. Looks promising. I'm watching it on the other chart. Under, you're very you're very welcome and thank you. All of these stocks are the movers. All of these numbers are the movers. But they're not moving very far. Kind of a creep up day. I guess you could spell that KCREEP, creep up day. I don't have a minute mark on it. I only have the price. No other filters, just a price. No volume, no nothing. I'll show you the scan since we don't have a stock. I'm letting the tools be the filter. Scripts. That's all I have is I have the mark at 25 and nothing else. You don't need a minute mark or nothing. Just let the indicators do the work. Just let them search the whole thing. Just make sure you only display 50 or else you're going to get an expression error. But these two indicators, you don't really need any filters. You just need to tell it where to go look and at what price range. You like buying stocks between $5 and $10, then set it to $5 and $10. You don't need to monitor everything. Just monitor what you can afford. Cut down some of the noise here on the screen. Everybody wants to be like me, have my settings. Well, I'm wide open over here. I'm trying to make everybody's happy from the high price stocks to the lower. But over on my other monitor, I have my price range set. This is only for live streaming. Fine tune your system where it fits you and the price range that you trade. So this is where we just sit and wait, hope something moves. Probably the first one or two or three in the top of the list. I did change my colors. I could not see those dark colors. So if you want to see what I did, this way you'll know how to change the colors if you want to. I just went white and white and then yellow, yellow, yellow. White, white, yellow, 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 and then light green the rest of the way. Make sure you spell them correctly or you're going to have errors. Make sure you get your spaces right. You have to have light underscore green. And I may move this green down another notch here. I can do that right now while I'm on it. I'm just going to copy it. Cover this yellow one and paste it. And apply it. And it's refreshing. Or you just make them all white. It doesn't really matter because you're mainly focusing on the number rising. TAL making a move here. I'm sure that one was down in the list. I probably should have been clicking down here and working my way up as I preach. Sometimes I don't follow my own rules. So if you start down here, you catch the beginning of the run. It's a little tricky. They bounce around. When you think you clicked on the right one, they jump out from under your mouse all of a sudden. Nice stocks, though. I mean, they're all moving up. They're just not moving up fast enough. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Installer Pro. I want the dollars to pop, not the colors. If you ever wanted momentum stocks, this indicator sure do it for you. Yeah, James, that's what I'm seeing too. It's not my market today. Actually, I missed a good play this morning because I didn't trust it, to be honest. I mean, we've had this indicator 3 days and only got to use it twice in a live market. The trust will come over time. Like hitting them hard, and when you hit them hard, you got to really know what you're doing. You got to really trust what you're watching. My confidence level is growing. Good job, James. So I've been saying you really don't know what you got in your hands, what I've given you until we hit a bull market. And that was back when we had this indicator. Can you now imagine having both of these running in a bull market? Where we don't have to worry about big red candles. I mean, we'll still have to worry about them, but they won't be as often. Right now we're trying to catch fish in muddy water. Awful picking. $0.52, 78 cents, 15 cents, $3, 15 cents, $1.70, $2.73. Where's the money stocks? Where's the volume spikes? These are top gainers and no spikes. Or I should say top movers. They may not be the top gainers. I'm ready for the stocks in the $5 to $30 range to fire up. That price range has always worked for me, and I haven't seen it in quite some time. Well, since this administration. Very easy to make a buck a share in that price range in a good market. Yeah, I watched a video last evening on a guy that was preaching just wait on 3 red candles and get in. You wait for 3 red candles and get in, it's going to go up. Wonder how long before he's broke. And that was a popular YouTuber. I won't call out his name, though. See, we saw plug earlier. Been a rough ride for very little movement, so I don't have the patience to hold on for something like this. Look how small the candles are. No really tall candles. So you know that's just like crawling slowly. It's up about 50 cents from market open. So how do you even judge a stock like that? Okay, I'm going to get in and it's going to go to $7. I can tell it's moving slowly. The impossible guess. It only looks good. I mean, look, there's $13 here and $13.30 here. And about 15 minutes to make 30 cents. Dan, are you in it? Or are you just watching? Mr. Rodriguez, are you still on the pre-market scan or did you change scans to all stocks? If you're on the pre-market scan, it turns off shortly after market open. There is no wrong version. It's either you loaded the one for shorting or you loaded the one for long. Long as the pre-market box is checked, it should be working all day long. Absolutely no volume spikes in the list. Okay, guys, my time is up. I have better things to do than to sit here and stare at blank spaces. Good luck with your trading today. I really appreciate you joining us. If you're new here, subscribe to the YouTube channel, join our Discord. There's a link under any YouTube video. Just click on it, follow the instructions. Accept the disclaimer in Discord so that you see the channels. Watch the how-to videos. Load the current setup. You can find this new script over in TOS scripts at the bottom. Talk to the other investors. Go look for stock picks on our trading floor. Join the options trader channel. Go to general just to discuss anything. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me this morning. I'll be here tomorrow at 6 a.m. Try to be here at that time if you plan on catching the market open runner. If not, sweet dreams till 7. Otherwise, I'm out of here, and thank you very much to everyone. See you tomorrow.